Do you think it's harder to find or to maintain a relationship?
To maintain.
Maintain.
Why is that?
Because of the other person. Sometimes it's hard to like keep up with the other party. Like, I don't know. At least for me, like.
I think it's harder to maintain just simply because sometimes people get bored and you get used to it and you get comfortable. And like, yeah,
and all that.
So it's hard to maintain for me. You can find anyone, like you can pick anyone up on the street.
Okay. Is it more likely for relationship? Is it more likely for relationships to happen organically for men or for women?
Women, I think women.
Yeah, women.
And why is that?
I don't know. Men usually like seek out women, so
it's easier for us because they come to us.
yeah.
We're not as bold.
Females got an interpretation in their head, most of them, because how they grew up, they feel like men, you know what I'm saying, they're worthless or something because of how they grew up whenever they was kids. So basically it's like if a male wasn't in the house whenever a young lady had grew up, then she basically gonna feel like she doesn't need a man. Her views, the way that she view men, is gonna be always messed up because she never had her father in her life. There's one thing I don't understand why females like that.
We live in a generation where standards are men do this and women do that. Not that it necessarily matters to like me personally, but I think like as a society we see it that men do more than women in certain aspects and that women do different things than men.
Do you think that like is a problem at all for?
Yeah, I think it's a
Yeah.
problem because you shouldn't live by those standards, especially with the generation that we're in now.
Okay. If there was one thing you wish men understood better about women, what would that be?
That we don't expect you guys to do everything.
That we're different.
Sometimes we want to make you guys feel special too.
Oh, okay. That's beautiful. I like that. That's great. Okay. So if you want to make a guy feel special, like what do you like to do to make a man feel special?
You can invite him to dinner just like he does to you. You can put on something that he likes. You know, just do what he likes.
Just
like,
pay attention.
Yeah, pay attention to little stuff like they do to us.
Women want men to pay the bill and know what they need, pay for their hair and their things. But now, if it gets to be a lot of accessories, I don't expect a man to pay for the change out of hairstyles and eyelashes and funky clothes. That's unless you're a millionaire. But if you want to support that, that's different. But I believe if you're in a relationship where your income can come in together, then you both should be paying for something. Like the one person can pay the rent, one person can pay the car note. But see, these guys just want to pay the minimum.
Well, I don't understand why females got to make more things difficult instead of making it easier. It's like they got to make everything tough. Everything got to be tough.
Everything's got to be complicated?
Complicated.
Complicated, okay. All right, okay.
Yeah, exactly. Complicated.
If a man used a coupon on a first date, what would you think about that?
I think he's trifling. Now, if they both in that middle bracket where, income bracket, and the coupon is going to help them get what they need, then go ahead and use the coupon. But in my case, if a man pulls out a coupon, you got to go. Because the next thing you know, he's pulling out food stamps. And I don't want nobody with no food stamp and an ABT card. SNAP or what the hell, a SNAP card and TAMP card. I forgot what the card called. I don't want it.
Okay. Now, would you prefer a man take you to fast food at full price or fine dining at half price if he used a coupon and the bill came to the exact same amount of money?
Now, my cheap-ass first husband took me to the McDonald's. I settled for it because I was like 18. But then, I've had a couple of cheap-ass ones. I even had an African. He couldn't even pay for anything. And, when we did go out, he expected me to pay it because he kept claiming he was an immigrant. Now, my third husband paid all the expense. And I think I'm spoiled today because of him, but I'm glad that I found this man because he takes care of me. I never had to ask for anything. And I was so grateful. He said, I can tell when you need something. Like, we bought a new home. And he said, go inside the home and tell me what you think. And I said, well, I don't want to be spoiled and ask for too much. But he said, then don't say anything. Because, see, that tells me that he knew what my reactions and how I would feel about it. So when I got into the place and I looked around with the old furniture and he sat there and looked at me, he said, she's not happy. Because if a woman's not happy in the home, and if he doesn't provide everything, you're going to be a little bit feeling a little eerie about it. Is he capable of satisfying all you need? One of the things is pay the bills and know what you need, and he should be able to tell from you. If you give a certain signal, he should know. I don't want to go into things too deep.
What is more attractive to you? Somebody who doesn't take themselves too seriously or somebody who thinks they're all that?
Somebody who doesn't take themselves too seriously.
Definitely somebody that doesn't take themselves too seriously. If you too conceited, you for the streets. I need somebody that's loyal to me.
Exactly.
Why do so many people walk around acting like they're all that when it's unattractive?
Maybe it's just their ego. Maybe it's just the way, the way they want to be seen.
God. Oh, my bad, y'all.
Who is more guilty of that behavior, men or women?
Definitely women, because they gonna walk around, they gonna feel like that because, you know what I'm saying, that's just how they view themselves. Most of the time they very conceited, but you gotta look past that.
I mean,
Because
I like
they
a confident guy. I like a confident
Not
guy.
overly confident, though.
Have the most confident men ultimately met your expectations?
No.
So why are women so attracted to confidence?
The wrong women are attracted to confidence because they think that confidence means money and money means this, and it's not that at all.
So what does confidence mean to you?
Confidence means to me someone that is so humble that they don't have to flaunt it, but they can show you with the little things that they do.
Do you think you're more
right.
likely to meet a beautiful woman who's down to earth or a wealthy man who's down to earth?
I ain't gonna cap. You probably gonna meet a wealthy man that's down to earth rather than a woman. Because most women, their head gonna be struck because they done been told that they was cute or fine over 100 million times. So they really not, worried about nothing nobody talking about.
Valid point.
Which one was more likely to overcome hardship?
Dudes, for sure.
Yeah, probably dudes for sure. You know what I'm saying?
Because men have to earn their status. Women often are born into it, right?
Yes.
Yeah, because it's a difference as a man, especially a man, of my caliber, I had to understand that ain't nobody gonna give me nothing. I gotta get everything I want, so ain't nobody gonna give you nothing, you gotta really grind, you gotta really do everything you wanna do, especially in my field, I make music, so you gotta grind for everything.
Okay, women often speak about having to prove themselves in society. Does this imply nobody should have to prove themselves?
No. I mean, no. Certain people should prove themselves if it's that serious.
Yeah, you gotta prove yourself no matter what.
Yeah.
Out of that, ain't nothing for free. You gotta prove yourself.
Nothing.
Don't men often go to great lengths to seek the approval of the women or people that they wish to impress?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
why not also women?
Oh, cause females, it's a difference. Females is not really just coming up on you trying to talk to you. You know what I'm saying? Men are always trying to talk to females. It's plenty of men out here right now trying to talk to every female that they see. So they're not really tripping. Cause when they got one dude, they can get another one. Cause somebody gonna come up.
Honestly, I feel like that's just a thing that women have to say because a woman feels like that she needs to be a motherly figure, she needs to be a wife figure, she needs to take care of her man, she needs to do, but I feel like it's also a stereotype that's been placed on women since a long time ago, which doesn't mean that we don't want to do it, doesn't mean that we don't enjoy doing it, it's just that, you know what I'm saying, like some women would be like, I don't feel like I have to take care of you, but some women would be like, okay, well, this is my husband, I have to take care of him, or this is my boyfriend, this is my man, this is my significant other, I have to take care of him. So it really just depends on the person.
Don't men often go to great lengths to seek the approval of the women or people that they wish to impress?
Since when?
Well, aren't men expected to be protectors and providers for women?
Oh, are they?
Isn't that their role?
Well, not until you prove it.
Okay, well, I'm saying
Not
that...
until you prove it. I don't just expect you to be my provider and none of, I'm going to talk to you. I'm going to see if you have that in you,
well,
that
right,
quality.
But that's my point, though, is I'm saying men are expected to prove it, so why wouldn't women also be expected to prove themselves as well?
That's what I just said. Like, I feel like you know what I'm saying? It goes both ways. Like, a woman should, like me personally, I feel like you should take care of your man, you should feed your man, you know what I'm saying? You should do certain things as a wife or, girlfriend or significant other, but the man should as well. But it's like a 50-50 type thing, you know what I'm saying? It's not one or the other.
Do you think most women would prefer to date a man who wants a career or a man who wants to be a stay-at-home dad?
I think they want a man with a career and someone else, a man that would sit in sometimes and take care of the kids without a problem, without whining and complaining about being with the guys. I believe they want the man on both sides.
Okay, so then my question is, why do so many women seem to complain that there aren't enough female CEOs in the world if there aren't more women open to the idea of a stay-at-home dad? Because if a woman wants to rise to the highest ranks of a company and also have a family, doesn't someone have to stay at home with the kids?
She, first of all, if she has kids, and I understand she has a career, she's a career person. You know, let's look at Nancy Pelosi. Does she have any kids? No, she's miserable. Let's look at a lot of them women that's in the up in the Congress as congressmen or whatever. They're miserable if they don't have any kids. When you find a woman to have kids, they make that sacrifice for a year or two, and they got to get on back. But when you get women, you meet somebody that's already a career person, want to be a CEO, want to be this, want to be this, want to be doing something what a man should be doing and constantly working. When do you have time for your child? It's bad enough when a man does it. He's a doctor and he's always running, and he expects you to be home to take care of the business. So no, she wants a man just to be a babysitter. And men ain't going to be no babysitter and be slapped around. So you can't go for the high-rise job when you start having babies.
Me personally, I don't look at that whole like, oh, men make more than me, men do this, men do that, men blah, 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 blah. I don't care. I'm here to make money. I don't care how much you make. I care how much I make. Period. I don't care about all that. Okay? And if I'm with you, guess what? We paying bills together. So your money is our money, okay? And we spending it on the same shit, so it don't matter.
Well, related to that, by the way, also, I want to ask, like a controversial topic is the gender pay gap, right?
Yeah.
Do you believe that women are not paid the same as much as men for the same work?
Honestly, I don't know. I don't know because I don't know what you're doing at your job. I don't know how you're doing your job. Your job could give raises and you're just not doing your job, and so you could not be getting your raises, but he could be doing his job and get his raise. You never know. There's so many
Factors.
Yeah. That are in that you can't pinpoint exactly where it's coming from.
What I think is an
Period.
interesting question related to that is if men and women doing the exact same work for the exact same hours were not paid equally, why would anybody hire a man if they could just get away with hiring a woman for less money?
Well, that's the thing is that I don't feel like that's really like happening. I feel like men are just being placed in more like laboring jobs. Women are being placed in less laboring jobs. Some women are being placed in more laboring jobs. You know what I'm saying? Like I have a woman who, in my job, who literally picks up like liquid like metal, and it's like 50 pounds, and she's literally hiking it up over her head and pouring it into things, and that's a man's job, you know what I'm saying, or what we consider a man's job because of the fact that there's so much lifting and pulling of something that's so heavy. You know what I'm saying? It's not like it would be different because, you know, on the job descriptions they say you lift certain amount of pounds, you know what I'm saying, but when it exceeds that amount of pounds, okay, you might need someone a little stronger to do this, you know what I'm saying? Unless you want me to go lift weights. I mean, you can pay for my gym membership, that's fine.
Don't men typically choose to work more dangerous, dirty jobs than women?
Yeah, I'm not working out there, sorry.
Of course, right.
So
Okay.
I'm not working out there.
All right. What type of men do you think that women should avoid in dating?
Trifling ass ones. The ones that want everything and you can't give them enough. And they complain and they're immature and they depend on their father, and everything the father does right for their mother, they want a man to do, and they haven't even paired in with him yet to help him with his needs.
Okay, and lastly, what type of women do you think that men should avoid in dating?
Men should avoid women that talk too much. You know, you got some, they want, oh, we got to go, he's saying. We got talking too much, whining about everything. You never be satisfied. And always believe that sex is going to satisfy the problem after they're messed up. Sex and open up the leg ain't going to work.